And 2% of the world now is in this echo chamber of crypto, and we think everyone knows about it. And I try to remind everyone, no one knows what an NFT is. Nobody knows what this is. Nobody knows what a smart contract is. Just you and your 5 friends know. And so we could spend the next 10 years broadcasting, educating, or maybe with Facebook, putting it on, like you said, the most widely adopted user experience in the world. And in parts of India, the internet is Facebook, right? And they don't know the difference because it's on all the mobiles and stuff. So it's only a good thing, right? If people are embracing blockchain instruments.
Yeah, look at another great example in the Western Hemisphere, Central America, South America. I mean, WhatsApp has something like 95 to 98 penetration of like the entire population. So you literally have now tens of millions of people that all have these devices already. They know all how to use them all. So now they can get remittances, pay their friends, whatever else with these new digital currency that they've never had before. People still don't, I don't think, get it often. People that are fortunate enough to have bank accounts or you pay a lot in cash, there hasn't been this overlap where people have truly found this utility of like what these digital assets can look like in terms of verified transactions, quick transactions. You know, in the US, we're used to think, oh, it's 3 days to get a bank transfer to get enabled, or you have to go to the bank to like do this wire. And like, you can do all these things much, much faster and more efficiently. And I don't think a lot of people have caught that quite yet. You need to see it, right? Once you see it and then you use it, you start to believe in it more rather than these things that are just these new technologies that you're scared of. And I think the same, right? And, you know, think about Argentina or Brazil or somewhere else in South America where it's cash. And now there's going to be this app. I don't want to put my money in there. Like, I don't trust it or whatever. And then it's now going to appear and it can work, and it can work really simply. There's a lot of potential for that, of like what it enables.
Yeah, almost back to that first statement you make. Like, there's the value chain is in the state itself, and it's something we're just not used to. Like, the internet changed our lives, and we're all like, wow, but we still never got our head around the fact that money could be there, right? It's always separate, right? Oh, the pay app, my bank, the 3-day settle. You might even have to have this generation die with that concept. And I got 2 young boys, they're 4 and 5 years old. They will probably grow up, like you said, where the value chain has always been in the communication chain, and now it's normal. And we don't even think maybe about a payment. You think of a payment the way you would a text message, or maybe you don't think about it anymore. I guess that's...
I hope so.
Yeah. Well, Tyler, I'm surprised you're so fresh for all the work you guys are doing in the background, because it sounds like some serious hard work. I mean, startups are always hard work, but it seems like even harder work. What you guys are doing. Final thoughts for you, and like biggest challenges for you coming up in the next few years.
There are so many challenges to count, honestly. But I'd say the number one would just be around continuing to grow the ecosystem with really, really smart talent, particularly engineering talent, and then even particularly with Flexa. We're so motivated, we're so passionate, we're working so hard at all this, where it's often very hard to slow down and add more people, right, and gain more functionality and scale. And so for us, having that focus, it's a little bit of a blessing and a curse, because we're running so fast, we're all so motivated, we're so passionate, we love this, and we haven't kind of grown as many folks as we really should have, and we're really excited. People haven't left, and we've got this phenomenal team. But I'd say that's really the big challenge for us, is ensuring that we continue to grow and build the right team. That's always just a big challenge. So I'd say that is really what we're at, and it's this industry, or this awareness of these things, have grown so fast, going to the point I made earlier around the acceleration. Like, I remember telling people, 2 years ago around like, oh, Facebook could make a token, and they thought it was crazy, right? They're like, they'll never do that. Why would they ever do this? That doesn't make any sense. Well, and so that, to even think that we're here from where we were 2 or 3 years ago is already way, way, way beyond my expectations in terms of the awareness. And it's really just like purely inevitable now. So I think that looking in that lens and how things have grown so fast across all of crypto is, I couldn't imagine anything more exciting than this. And having the opportunity to participate in any way, it really is. I think it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, and there's going to be so much developed from this. So it's just, that's why you mentioned, we seem fresh. It's because we love it. We literally love what we're doing. And that, it's so exciting what this all looks like. So it's so relevant in that this has such a big impact to the world. But then it's also really cool, and that's another thing about like crypto that is really compelling. It's math, it's science, it's economics, it's philosophy, it's communities, it's whatever else. It's everything. It's literally like every little element of like a business or a technology is all woven into like the fabric of how these works. Which there's never a dull moment. That is absolutely for sure.